What we do here is go back.
So it's Monday. It's Monday, and it's I don't know, like 2 days, 10 hours, and 39 minutes to the first five. First 5 minutes stand up, that is, and I think it's fair to say that I am shitting myself. Yes. It's becoming a lot more real. So I ran through the 5 minutes on the walk this morning. I'd like to say I'm confident by the 5 minutes. I think it's good. I think I've got everything noted down. Like, it's as good as it's going to get until I get on stage and see if it actually works. What I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to write it out again on the computer. Just see how it flows, make sure it flows okay. I think it flows fine, but you never know. This is me overthinking things. I do that a lot. But the good news is the podcast is, I'm ahead on my podcast, so that gives me some breathing space this week, because I just put up a new episode today for Dilrup. Next episode is going to be Rowan Ganju, so that's ready to go. I don't have to worry about that. So that's got me ahead. I do have 2 interviews to do radio-wise this week. One today and then one on Thursday. So I need to concentrate on those at some point as well. But for now, I'm going to write the 5 minutes out and maybe run it through again in my head and see where we're at. Here's an interesting one. So I've been working on this sort of opening stuff about my mum being a big fan of the podcast. It's her second most listened to podcast. Right next to my dad wrote a porno. I don't know whether that bit is funny or whether it needs a little bit extra, because then I'm thinking maybe it's like, I know she's been wanting dad to get a hobby, so I don't know whether she's it's a slight hint, but it might be too much. See, I think less is more as well. So anyway, I don't know whether to leave that in or take it out. This shit's so hard. So once we've established the fact that glasses are real, we then play the 45-minute game of, can you read that? What do you mean you can't read that? What, seriously, not even that? No, because you have my glasses, the things I need to see. If he had my problem, she might still be alive. Alright, written it out. There it is in all its glory, the 5 minutes. Look, I think at this stage, it is what it is, and that's what it's going to be. So we'll just have to wait and see if that's going to work or not. But it is 10 to 10, and I have to get to work, because I've got an interview to do that I haven't prepped for yet. So let's go. Oof. On the way to work. Actually, while I was getting ready for work, because I wrote out the stand-up, and then I performed it. I always perform it in my head, and I came up with a whole different range of jokes, and that just confuses me more, because I'm like, oh, those are pretty good. Maybe I should go with those. They weren't to replace anything. It was just like as an added extra. So. Yeah, it's the hardest. But the good thing is that at least I know I've got them there, so I could try them. If they don't work, drop them, or don't use them. If the start seems a bit slow, add them and see what happens. Said it before, I'll say it again. This comedy thing is think about the start thing. I'm just going to play it by ear, see what happens. If I get a good response out of the gag I've got worked out, I might do the ones I thought about this morning, or I might just jump into the bit. So I'll see how we go.